Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at some nifty 50s. That's right, we got a couple of 50th anniversary knives from Buck, and you can see the shield on this one. This is for our Buck 110, 1964, 50 years, and I was lucky enough to actually get a hold of one of these before they were gone, and that is the Buck 112. Now you see the box has really gotten a whole lot better than how it was, because it was just like a regular box, the yellow box that this came in, and it has the certificate of authenticity and a leather sheath and all that other stuff. But now for this one, you get a nice magnetic box, and you get some stuff. Here's your certificate of authenticity, your warranty, all that other stuff. You get a nice leather sheath, but really what we're looking in here, oh yeah, they give you some kindling too, which is always good when you're out in the wild. And they give you this little, nice little pouch that this travels in. This is the Buck 112, the smaller brother to the 110. So these guys came out in 64, and these guys came out in 1972, 50 years. And I decided to get the finger groove model. I have that Buck 426, the Buck Light, and it has the finger grooves, and I always liked that. I don't think when the 110 came out, and of course, we can look at the tang stamp here. We got the anvil with the 50 on it. And it says Buck USA. One of the things that I don't know, let me get some of this schmutz off of this. I don't know if they had a finger groove model available for the 110 when it had the 50th anniversary. And I don't know if that was the case, if I would have got that necessarily. Uh, beautiful, beautiful blade on here. I really love the 112 Ranger. And we'll kind of go over my history with this knife, the, kind of the story of the 112 and all that other good stuff. But like the story goes, this knife came out in 1972, because I'm guessing prior to 72, there had been a fight amongst the sailors, or some sailors, on the USS Ranger. And so the Buck 110 was a popular knife, with Buck being there in San Diego at that time. And I guess that someone was hurt with one, and then the captain said there could be no knives with a 4-inch blade. So Buck's response was to make a 3-inch blade Ranger, and that is why it's called the Ranger. And we'll see if that's more myth than truth or whatever, but it's still a good story. And you know what they say about the truth versus the legend? Always print the legend. Beautiful story behind the wood that they use now. As you know, Buck moved up to Idaho, and they sit, I guess, real close to or in the same town where they make Taylor guitars. So all the ebony scraps that the guitar company has, they sell to Buck. And so Buck buys them and uses them on their knives. And I mean, really, what beautiful ebony it is. And if you're a guitar guy, then definitely having something from Taylor Guitars would be pretty nice. And just really a very cool thing to do. I guess it helps with the environment, and it helps with everything. They call it Cam genuine ebony. And so that's, and I guess when Taylor is sourcing trees, ebony trees and stuff are planted in the place of the ones that are used and cut down. So, really, really cool. Uh, like I said, it comes with a leather sheath. It's 4¼ inches closed with a 3-inch blade and 5.6 inches, 5.6 ounces, not inches. Sorry. Looking at my notes and looking at what I wrote, but not reading what I wrote. How's that? So yes, 5.6 ounces, which is a couple ounces less than your 110, which comes in right around the 7.1 to 7.2 ounce range for that. These are made of the 420 high carbon steel with the Paul Boss heat treatment. Absolutely fantastic steel, fantastic knives. And, just kind of my story with these was a buck 112 was the first lockback knife that I purchased, and or had purchased for me, because I was a teenager at the time. It was before I was working, but I wanted a knife that I could take to go hunting with my friends, and so I begged and borrowed and got my parents to say, okay, fine, we'll do this if you do some chores and stuff. And so then they got the 112 was what I picked out, and I was very happy with that 112. Carried it for probably 2 or 3 years, and then when I was able to work, I saw that the Kershaw, the 1050 Field, which is this guy here, and I purchased this knife as opposed to getting a 110. But I thought that because I thought a drop point blade would serve me better in the field, and that was, like I said, something that I did when I was a teenager. I don't know that I would make the same decision today. I'd still buy the same knives, that's for sure. But with time, like everything else, things change. I have used this knife to skin though, so never used a 110 to skin, and of course the 112 had stayed with my brother after I left for the service. So you can see, I kind of like the same size knives. I kind of like that brass and wood, and they of course use the phenolic, which is one of the big features of that is that it's resistant to weather, to heat, to cold, and stuff like that. But it has the finger grooves, and so having the finger groove 112 made sense. I wanted the 50th anniversary because I wanted the pair, since I had the 110, and I was afraid that these were going to go away before I had a chance to get one, because they did sell out their first run. So this is from the second run, and I was lucky enough to be able to be in a position where I could get this. But I am so happy and so proud to have another 112 in the stable, and having it again, handling it again, having it in hand. I can tell you right now that this year I'm probably going to get another 112, just a regular 112, to be able to carry. I can't keep my hands off it. It just feels so good. It just feels so good. It's like an old friend. I missed having a 112 for all these years, and I just with the 112 that I did own, my brother offered it back to me at one time, but I felt bad to take it from him, and I thought, I would let him have it. And I'm sure, of course I knew nothing about buck knives at the time, and even at the time he offered it back to me, I'm sure it was a 2-dot, and I'm sure that, it's more desirable than the newer ones or whatever. But you know what? I still feel good that he has it, you know, as far as I know. And you know, and it's a good knife. I'm glad that it's out there still doing knife things and you know, giving service. But really glad I was able to get the commemorative model. And yeah, now I got to get a regular model so I can do that. But you know, hey, that's the way things go in the knife world and in your own personal knife collecting. So let me know what you guys think. You know, do you guys? I know that a lot of guys got the 50th anniversary, but you know, let me know what your experiences were with the 112 in general, and you know, what kind of knives you carried in the field and stuff. I know the 110 is super popular and probably the champ. I know a lot of people like that 1050, and they do like that Kershaw, that's for sure. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section and everything, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.